Hello and welcome to a weekly vlog.
Hi.
It is Monday night and Emma has a job interview tomorrow. I am making dinner. It's the pad thai with chicken, which is a lie, but I'll get into that.
How is it a lie?
Oh, you want to see the lie?
Yeah.
Alright. So the chicken... Okay, so I was nervous today. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and open it and see what it is, you know, for dinner, because if I need to add more vegetables, because it just didn't seem like a lot in this package, right? And it says pad thai with chicken on the front. On the back it says pad thai sauce flavored with chicken. And so the only chicken in it is in the sauce packet, and I'm looking at it, I'm like,
There's no chicken in there.
there might be 3 ounces of chicken in this whole thing. So I've got some chicken diced up back here. I've got some mushrooms cooking on the stove with some onion. But I'm gonna throw the chicken in that and cook it first. And then I will add the sauce and the noodles like they suggest. But
it smells incredible.
It's gluten-free, so Anthony can eat it.
Yeah.
Emma's not gonna eat it. She's got a
Emma has a backlog of like
lean cuisine and Jenny
stuff.
Craig meals.
So Emma's focusing on eating that for now.
We are clearing out the refrigerator and the freezer and going through stuff, but
To eat out of the pantry.
we ought to eat out of the pantry, but we've just got a lot of canned goods, a lot of olives in the pantry. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we should do that. So here's a better look at what came in the package. The package looks like this. It is gluten-free, which is important to us now. It came with 2 packages of rice noodles, a little package of crushed peanuts, and the sauce packet. Yeah, it says pad thai sauce flavored with chicken. And chicken is the second ingredient after water. I don't know. So, it says to add the rice noodle packs, a teaspoon of oil, and the pad thai sauce flavored with chicken pack into a frying pan. Cook for 4 minutes on medium heat until the sauce is absorbed into the noodles. And then after 2 minutes, gently separate the noodles, add the peanut topping pack, and mix well, and then enjoy. So,
I'm ready for the last part.
we'll do that after the chicken is cooked. But we've got chicken, mushrooms. I started with an onion, then I did the mushrooms, then I added the chicken, and some tamari, which is like gluten-free soy sauce, and garlic. And we could probably add the sauce back in the noodles now, but I wanted to get the chicken started cooking at least. And it's starting to smell better. It's starting to smell like some sort of Asian kind of food. It's going to be a weird fusion with all the stuff they're adding, but it's fine. I hope it'll taste good. Here is our finished product. Mom and Anthony are already eating. Emma is also eating her instant mashed potatoes and meatloaf, right? We've got a little bit of leftovers, but I added some bean sprouts and some chili garlic sauce to the top, along with the peanuts. And they're both over there making yummy sounds, so it's my turn to eat.
Yum, 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 yum.
It's a little later now. It's 8:03, and I just finished my midterms, both of them. I was only planning on taking the first one. I aced the first one. Yay. So I took the second one and I aced that one too. Hooray. So I'm going to celebrate by reading a chapter out of my book. I need to clean my litter box tonight still.
Your cat.
Oh, that's right. It is my cat's litter box. It's not mine. It's just the one that's in the room that I get to sleep in.
Yeah.
It's in her room. This is her house.
She allows you to sleep.
She allows me to sleep there because I open the cans of cat food for her. And that is the only reason why I get to sleep in that bed. So it's not my litter box, but I need to clean it tonight because tomorrow is trash day. Today was recycle day, and I made it out there this morning on time to get the empty cans of cat food because I've been collecting them in like a cardboard box in my room. I rinse them out and then I collect the empty cans, and I like to recycle those. But I got them out there to the street in time to be picked up today. So I need to clean the poop out of the litter box. But I'm gonna take, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour and read for a little while Mom's watching YouTube, and just kind of take it easy tonight. I'm really snotty tonight. I don't know why. I feel fine. I I feel like I'm rebounding. I was sick, and then I got better, and now I feel...
Spicy food.
You think it's the spicy food? I've been sneezing all day. Hello. So I have started the unpacking process, finally. I've been home over a week and haven't completely unpacked yet. But I started earlier today with my backpack, partly because I was looking for something. And I think, unfortunately, I lost some jewelry on this trip. I took, that's handy, I'm gonna use that. I took 2 rings with me on this trip. I wore them on the plane, and I wore them the first like 2 weeks of the trip. And then I took them off and I put them somewhere in the room. And I thought I put them in my backpack, and they're not in here, so I don't know where they are. So when I unpack my suitcases, I will look for them. But I'm just kind of resigning myself to the fact that they're probably gone. It's sad. I'm upset. One of them, okay, so it's 2 rings. One of them is one that Emma got for me, and it's like not expensive. It was kind of just like a fun girly ring. It was like a flower with like little green glass petals. It was really pretty, but not expensive. The other one I'm really sad about because it was a antique 9-karat gold signet ring, and it had nothing on it, and it was like beautiful, and I loved it, and I wore it all the time. So I'm sad. So I'm still hopeful that it will turn up in the suitcases, but I'm not optimistic. I think it's probably gone. So anyway, it's time to scoop the poop in the litter box. Hooray. So we put this away, and then we'll scoop the poop. All right, poop is scooped. This may be the worst part about living with cats. You know what? I'm gonna put this stuff away. Like, I love cats. I love their independence. I love their total indifference, and like how they don't care what anybody thinks. I hate that they poop in a box, but I guess it could be a whole lot worse, you know, because I would hate to have to take my cat on a walk. Somehow I just don't think it would be a productive use of my time, because cats have a tendency to do things that they want without regard for whatever it is that you think you want. They do things on their own time. Speaking of cats, mine is in the yard right now, so I like to let her play in the yard until bedtime, and she likes that too. But I think I'm going to take the trash down and go and get her, and I might actually come back upstairs and go to bed early tonight, because I'm starting to feel like my cold is coming back. Whatever Mom says, I feel like there's something in my left nostril that's making me feel like I'm sick again, or still, but it feels different this time, so I'm calling it sick again, because it feels like it's something else. So Anthony does not like when I go to bed without telling him that I'm going to bed, but he is playing a game right now. I'm gonna feed the cat and take a really hot shower, and then if he's still playing a game, I'm just gonna go to bed without him, because it's a school night, meaning I have to work tomorrow. I mean, he does too, but he doesn't have to work until after I'm supposed to go to work. If you could wait, you would get way more gravy. All right, cat's been fed. Anthony doesn't like when I go to bed without him, but I'm not going to bed yet. I am gonna take like a really hot shower. He's downstairs playing a game with a friend, or actually I think he's playing a game with several friends. So I'm not gonna cut into that just to tell him I'm going to bed. I made him some tea. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll talk to you in the morning. Good morning. So I had every intention of getting up early, and I was actually gonna like unpack my suitcase this morning. When my alarm went off, I pushed the snooze button because I did not feel like getting up. Honestly, I still don't feel like being up. My throat hurts this morning, worse than it hurt last night. So I think I'm gonna have some tea this morning instead of coffee. But I have to be at work in like 15 minutes, so I don't have a lot of time this morning. So I will just go to work and I will rework my to-do list, and it's all gonna be just fine. But I got my shower in last night. I hate going to bed with wet hair, but it is what it is. All right, lunch today looks like a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup and some hot lemon water and Charlotte Dobre.
It's yummy.
Yeah, Anthony had never had tomato soup until he tried it with me, and he's like, this is yummy, great idea.
I'm like, I can't believe I never had tomato soup before.
And
good.
The cat thinks she's hungry, but she was just fed, so we're not going to feed her again just in case she... what's the line in the book? Sick up. Yeah, we don't want her to sick up on us. She's been yowling because she has a lizard. And I think she wants us all to know that she's a successful huntress. Good morning. It is Wednesday now, and it's like 11:27 in the morning. I am taking a short break from work. I'm gonna come out here and sit in the sun. Yesterday was rough. Last night was really rough. I did not sleep well. I woke up feeling really unwell at 4 o'clock this morning. I couldn't get back to sleep. So I came downstairs and I read a little bit of my book. Now it's 11:30 in the morning. I took a really hot shower. Mom gave me some cold and flu medicine, and that got rid of my headache. My head hurt so bad from my sinuses yesterday that it hurt to chew dinner. So wearing a mouth guard last night was pretty much torture. But this morning, when she gave me that cold and flu medicine, like 30 minutes later, my headache was completely gone. So my head feels much better, but you can tell I'm still sick. I'm hoping I feel better soon. Like, I would like to sit out here in the sun for a little while, but there are rain clouds everywhere. So it could rain literally anytime. But it's Wednesday. It has not been a productive week for me at work or at home. I have a list of things that I wanted to get done, and I've done just a couple of them. I've edited some videos. I am, at this point in time, somewhat keeping up with my upload schedule, my planned upload schedule for the Alaska Cruise series, which at this point, when you're seeing this video, it's done. But it's taxing on me right now just because I'm sick and I don't feel good. I really would like to unpack my suitcase, but I want to film the unpack with me so I can talk about the things that I took that I was like, I didn't need that, and I can talk about the things that I didn't take that I wish I had taken with me. It's a strange bird sound I've not heard before. Anyway, I don't really want to do that when I'm feeling sick or sounding so gross, so the suitcase will just remain packed for a little while longer. Speaking of packing suitcases, I kind of need to pack a little weekend getaway bag because Anthony and I are going to, well, we've got a little weekend getaway planned for this weekend. We're going to be gone Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. We come home Tuesday. So we're going to the beach for his mom's birthday. There will be a vlog of that coming up on the channel soon. I feel like I had something specific I came out here to say, but I can't remember. I'm wearing my Sitka sweatshirt. This is one of my favorites that I bought on the trip, and I thought it might cheer me up a little bit today because I don't feel great, and it's kind of working. I like the color. I love like the graphic wave. I just think it's so pretty. So anyway, I just wanted to say hello. Also, yeah, I have an ink pen holding part of my hair up because I took like a boiling hot shower this morning and my hair is still damp from the shower that I took 5 hours ago. Whatever. But with luck, I will continue to feel better the rest of today and tomorrow, and the to-do list is just gonna have to keep getting pushed off until I feel better because I am not gonna push myself right now. Now's not the time. I just need to get better. So I'm thinking we'll do soup again for lunch today. I would really like miso soup. That sounds really good. But we don't have any, so probably not gonna happen. Anyway, I'll probably talk to you after work, but I'm gonna go back in and go back to work, and I'll talk to you later. Alright, for dinner tonight, I made Marry Me chicken for the very first time, and I didn't have fresh thyme, so I just used Italian seasoning. We've got some risotto microwave rice. We'll see how that is. Here's the chicken, if you'd like to see it. And then here's the carrots. Yummy, yummy. Even Emma's gonna have some. So I made another enormous batch of the Marry Me chicken to get rid of the chicken that was in the fridge. It was on the verge, and Anthony is showing me destiny math.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I know what it means, but I have no idea what it means. And we're watching House Hunters.
Hi, camera.
Hi, everybody.
Oh my God, hello.
So it's Thursday, and it's noon. I feel better, kind of. How do you feel? You feel better?
Better than before. Improved.
Yeah. We're both not 100% well, but we've cleaned the kitchen. We're unloading the dishwasher. We're drinking so much tea.
So much tea. It's like a new passion for us.
Well, and Anthony has discovered he likes tea.
Well, I've always known that I like tea because I grew up drinking tea before I drank any coffee ever. So I knew I liked tea very young. But
Now he's like, you know, this tea could substitute for coffee because we're not going to do coffee when we go back to the diet.
Yeah. And I think tea's a good substitute for that, even if we're just drinking decaf and not caffeine, or whatever we do or not. I don't know. But tea, I like more without creamer than coffee.
Yeah, me too. I can drink black tea. Why are you yelling? I can drink black tea, but I can't drink black coffee. I mean, I can. I just don't like to.
I feel like I'm suffering if I do.
But I just thought we'd hop on and check in. Say hello, because we haven't talked to you in a while.
Hi.
Since yesterday. So last night, I was supposed to go with Mom. Well, hold on. I'll tell you in a second. So last night, I was supposed to go with Mom to the airport because we've got a friend in town. She brought her kids, and her kids brought a couple of friends, and they're here for, you know, vacation. They have stayed with us before. We're letting them borrow a car, and their flight didn't land till like 11 o'clock last night. So Mom needed somebody to go with her to the airport because we were taking 2 cars to the airport, leaving one with them, and then somebody needed to bring Mom home, right? And it was gonna be me. But I was laying in the chair last night and I was like, I'm so tired because I woke up naturally at 4 o'clock yesterday morning and couldn't get back to sleep. So Emma graciously did that for me. So I got to go to sleep last night and I slept until 2 a.m.
Thank you, Emma.
Yeah, thanks, Emma. I did get back to sleep this morning, but I woke up at 2 and I was like, oh no, my medicine is wearing off. So.
I swear there was a point last night where we were both tossing and turning because we couldn't sleep.
What's on your lip? Is that orange juice pulp?
Yeah, it's orange pulp. There was a time last night where I was tossing and turning. Ah, it's mine, it's mine. Yeah. I put your cups next to our cups.
Oh, I screwed up. There was a time last night.
There was a time last night where I was tossing and turning because I woke up and I choked on snot or something. And I was like, this sucks, I'm suffering. And I rolled over. And you were also coughing and rolling around and like checking your phone. And I was like, okay, we're both up right now. But we didn't say anything. We both just rolled around a couple times and just suffered, I guess, in our sleep.
I kind of feel like if you had said, let's watch The Mummy right now at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would have been like, okay.
Well,
Yes.
if we were going to watch anything at that time in the morning, we would watch the next episode of Pride and Prejudice.
It's all the way down here, though. Like,
We
we
could have
have...
come and gotten it.
Yeah, right. So, something weird happened this morning. Maleficent did not eat her breakfast.
Well, it's a series of weird because like 2 days ago, she wouldn't eat the food I gave her after she had been outside for hours.
Well, she was probably too hot.
I don't know.
So,
She's being weird.
case of cat being picky, question mark, or case of cat being sick, question mark, who knows. Speaking of cat being sick, makes me think of the vet. Yogi has a vet appointment tomorrow. Yogi's been getting monthly injections for her, like, joint pain,
Discomfort.
stiffness, achiness. She's an old dog. And she has chronic Lyme disease. And so she's got like really, really, really achy joints. Poor thing just feels bad like all the time. And her last injection was the one that Thomas and Anthony took her to.
And it was really fast and she was really good.
Because we were in Seattle, weren't we?
Yes.
No, because it
you
was the
were
10th. We were in Juneau.
Yep.
Or Skagway or something. But we were in Alaska, and so we didn't take her, but they took her, and she was a good girl.
It was really good. And she's been doing really good with the injections for like 2.5 to 3 weeks after she gets them.
Yeah.
She's very responsive and happy, and she bounces up and down. And then the last week, like before,
She's so sleepy, and like she gets up, but she gets up like it hurts.
she's a little hesitant when we ask her if she wants to go potty. She goes, eh.
Part of it, I think,
really
is the way
want
she's
to.
laying there. Look at how she's laying there. Does that look comfy to you? Because I don't think so.
I don't have the bone structure of a dog, so I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. She's deep asleep right now. But she has a vet appointment tomorrow at 1:30. I need to check my texts because they texted me. But I'm going to take her for her injection tomorrow. So I'll take my lunch break like later tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we're supposed to go to Daytona. Because we're going to spend the weekend at the beach for his mom's birthday. So we'll have to pack and hit the road, Jack.
Yes.
Nope, yeah. Right knife block. Yep.
We're gonna have a fun time.
He's like wielding a knife. He's gonna put it in that knife block. That's not where it goes. It goes in the one behind him because we have two.
I assumed it because it's one of Thomas's knives, and Thomas doesn't put his knives in the dishwasher
Oh.
because he doesn't put anything in the dishwasher.
Yeah, Thomas, we have a dishwasher. Thomas is not used to using a dishwasher, and I don't think he's ever started the dishwasher before.
He did once.
He acts like it's a totally foreign contraption, which cracks me up a little bit.
Well, he also, I think, is of the opinion that, oh, the dishwasher's for you to do dishes. I don't want to impose and add more dishes to the dishes that you're doing. So he washes his own stuff. But sometimes I'm like, can you please put your stuff in the dishwasher so I can do a full load of the dishes?
My problem is not that he hand washes his dishes. My problem is that he leaves them out on the counter to air dry and then he never puts them away. All right, camera battery's gonna die. We're gonna drink our orange juice and we're gonna drink our tea and we're gonna go back to work. I don't want to, but it has to be done. It's Friday Eve. So just the rest of today and then tomorrow. We can do it.
We're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. Good evening. It is 9:30 p.m. and I'm gonna do a load of laundry. Mostly because I need some of these clothes to take to the beach tomorrow. But to be completely frank, I have been so congested tonight. I feel so much better. I'm not like tired or, you know, like exhausted or anything. My throat does not hurt. It itches a little bit when I have like drainage in my throat, but I feel really good right now other than like the sinuses on this side of my face being completely like congested. But I actually feel good. I am gonna go take like a super hot shower. Yeah, tonight was boring. Kind of sat on the couch and watched YouTube with Mom. We had leftover Marry Me chicken for dinner. So I'm gonna go take a shower and I'll pick you up in the morning when we start packing for the trip. Good morning.
Good morning.
So it's Friday. Yay! And we're starting with coffee this morning.
Woo!
Because I've been doing 1 cup of coffee and the rest of the day has been tea.
I think we've been doing pretty good with that.
Yeah, I think so too. Clearly we're not packing yet. It is 7:31. We could pack this morning, but probably not gonna. I'm not in a hurry. We don't have to be at the beach until like, you know, like we don't have...
Until tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. So, like, we're just planning on getting there a little bit early. There's a huge fly in this house, and I thought Emma's cat had killed it last night, but she was just playing with it. What do you need?
Spoon. Coffee spoon.
So it's Friday. Yay.
Yay, finally.
I'm really happy about that.
I've waited all week for this.
Last night was rough. I woke up at 2 o'clock last night with like a terrible sinus headache and could not get back to sleep. Actually, I think I woke up at like 1:15 and tossed and turned until 2. Then I got up at 2.
I mean, we didn't even fall asleep till like 11 at what, midnight?
It was late.
Because I was definitely awake at 11:30, and we got in bed at 10.
Yeah, we went to bed kind of early last night. The hot shower definitely helped, and the medicine helped, but the medicine also helped keep me awake. And then it woke me up because
It's snotty.
Allegra D is great, but it keeps me up at night. So I have to choose between like staying awake because of the medicine or staying awake because of the snot, and I chose to stay awake because of the medicine.
It's more bearable.
I think it was a better choice. We've got laundry in the dryer. We've got a quilt in the washing machine because Maleficent yacked up her food yesterday on the bed.
Several times.
Yeah. So, anyway, I got to read a bunch of my book last night, which was really nice. I need to do a little bit of homework today. Maybe I'll do that on my lunch break and then we'll pack after work.
Mm-hmm. We listened to an audiobook last night.
We did listen to audiobook last night. So we've been listening to Cradle on audiobook instead of listening to Pokemon videos. He likes to have something on at bedtime.
So usually I'll pull up YouTube and I'll click on the first thing that sounds interesting. There's a strict rule of no gunshots.
Can you imagine why? I don't like listening to gunshots at bedtime. And he's like, but I don't even hear it. I'm like, I do. You lay down on your head touches the pillow and you're asleep. And I have to listen to this stuff. And I don't like the gunshots. I think it's fair.
I think it's fair. So that's why I just put something down that doesn't have gunshots, which on my feed is apparently just Pokemon. Or people talking.
It's people talking about Pokemon is what it is.
Well, yeah. So we're listening to a book instead.
Which I enjoy much more.
Which we were listening through the whole series and we're over halfway through.
Well,
but that was a couple months ago.
And then we
We
stopped.
got busy for holidays and stuff.
Yeah, we stopped listening to Cradle.
And we moved your desk out here when you started classes.
Yeah.
So we haven't listened to it in the office. And I was like, well, I used to go to bed listening to the book. That's why I listened to it probably 15 times already.
So it's like a comfort thing.
Yeah. I like it. And it's
I
something
found
that
it
I can fall
comforting.
asleep to.
What I didn't like was that the sleep timer was set too short because I was awake and he stopped talking.
The
And I
most
was
I
like-
can do is an hour.
I was like, oh man, it just got to the good part. So
You can unlock my phone. Just
it was on the other
Keep
side of the
back up.
bed.
You can push me over and go
I
over.
almost set it on my phone just to, because I knew
Oh,
exactly
you have it
where.
on your phone. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, it will automatically sync up.
It will?
As long as you're on my account, it'll.
Then I should have done that last night.
Now we know.
Whatever. We're going to sit down and drink our coffee. And then we're going to have some tea. We're going to take it easy this morning because we're both feeling better, ? But I don't want to push it
Yeah, for sure.
because last night was rough. However, I'm doing much better tonight.
I slept so much better last night than the night, like 2 nights before.
Yeah. I think, 2 nights ago, I did not sleep very well. Not last night, but the night in between, I slept really well because I was exhausted. And then last night, did not sleep well again. But this morning, I feel better than I felt yesterday. This time yesterday.
Yeah. I think I woke up more last night, but I feel like I slept more. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't choking on snot.
I was. Basically all night. So I'm going to drink my coffee and let some of that stuff melt. Because I think the coffee helps. I know the tea helps.
We're going to have a lot of tea today.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello from the car full of mouth breathers. I totally forgot this morning that Yogi has a vet appointment to get her injection today at 1:30, and it's 1:23. So we're gonna take her inside. We're here. We just parked. There was a random detour that we were not prepared for. They're building something.
Building.
Next to the dentist office, and I saw on like the Ring app, people were speculating what it was going to be, and somebody said, I saw it was going to be a Pizza Hut, and somebody else said, I saw it was going to be a Starbucks, and I'm like, I would be down with either one of those things. So it's like, it looks like it's going to be a little strip mall. She got to hang her head out the window the whole way here.
She had so much fun.
She only liked it when the car was moving. She didn't like it when the car was sitting still, but she loves it when the car is moving, and she sticks her head out the window.
And she goes, I can smell so much news.
She goes,
Somebody farted down the street.
I think that's how she gets the news. She's going to take all the news home to Smokey. But we're going to go in and get her monthly injection, because that's the thing we do now. You ready? Bright-eyed girl.
You're so cute.
Hello. 7:00 p.m. And I've got some homework done. We're done with work. He's packed and I'm not, but I've got a lot of my stuff laid out. I've got my list here. So I have 2 bathing suits, 2 pairs of swim shorts. I have 2 rash guards. That should be plenty.
I brought a third, but if we're getting in the water, getting out, it's going to be fine.
She's so cute.
The baby's cat is down there playing in the...
Emma's cat's in here playing in my suitcase, which I still have not unpacked from our trip. Alright, 3 rash guards, which is what I had on my list. 2 pairs of denim shorts. I have pajamas. I have a bunch of shirts. Let's see, this one's gonna be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because I have to be on camera at work on Monday, because I'm in the Emerging Leaders program.
Really? So you'll be on camera for that?
Yeah, it's like a training thing, and it's 3 hours.
Well, it's interesting because she's never been on camera at work.
No, I've never had to be
No
on
one knows what
camera
you
at
look
work.
like.
It's true. Sandals, I'll probably take my Crocs, and they're downstairs.
I'm gonna take mine as well.
I might actually wear sneakers to drive.
Smart.
Now that I say that, I'm gonna get a pair of socks.
She did a really good job. She wrote a list down, and I didn't even think about it. I've been sitting here going, do I have everything, and saying things to her, and she goes, that sounds right. I didn't think about that she would have a list.
I figured
that
we
could
could
look
go
at.
through my list, and then if you forgot anything, you could add it. All right,
Sure.
contacts. I have a contact case.
You've got sunglasses in the car. I've got sunglasses downstairs. I'm bringing contacts just so I can put sunglasses on for the beach.
All right, fresh new contact case.
Ooh.
I know. Who is she? And that just goes in the case with that. Okay, glasses and contacts. Contact solution is in here.
I also have some, just in case.
I have contact solution, toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, because I don't know what they're going to have at the beach. Body soap. I've got Q-tips. I have deodorant. I have a little tube of mascara. Don't ask me why, I just do.
Just in case.
And I have sunscreen for my face. I don't have sunscreen for my body, but that's downstairs anyway.
What's up, vlog?
Well, okay. So we're gathering more things. We've got a couple of beach towels. Computers are in this backpack. I've got my book and popcorn and tea and some medicine in there and sunscreen. The duffel bag is my clothes, and then we've got a couple of beach chairs. And we've got a cooler outside. So I think we've got
Everything?
everything. And anything we forget, we can pick up there.
I have existential dread that I'm going to forget something when we're going on a trip like this. And then I remember the trip's like 3-4 days, and I'm going to be on my phone for 70% of it.
It's an hour and a half away from the house. And your mom and her spawn are going to be joining us tomorrow. So anything we forget, like sunscreen, they could bring.
Yeah. We're going to be on the beach for most of it, so.
We're going to be fine. There's a Publix across the street. We're going to be okay. We've got everything we need, and a lot of stuff we probably don't.
We've got our work computers, which is like the thing we have to remember.
Yes.
But we got those. You have an extra screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I think with that, we're going to finish out this weekly vlog.
Yay. You going to record this weekend at all? Talk about.
I am actually planning on vlogging this weekend, or I'm going to try.
We can
So,
go to the beach early.
huh?
We can go to the beach early in the morning before they get up. They're not going to be out there before 11 a.m. So we can go out early in the morning.
Well, tomorrow, we may do something really fun, and we may go check out some local little free libraries. This week was not productive. I'm hoping to sit in the sun and let the sun bake this nasty virus out of me and feel better when I get home next week, and then next week will be more productive.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
I
Anyway.
think we were plenty productive this week.
What did you accomplish this week? Or what do you think I accomplished this week? Because I didn't accomplish anything.
You got your A's on your tests for your midterms.
That's true, I did do that. I also made a new recipe, the Marry Me chicken.
Okay, and that was really good. And you made it through a whole week of work, even
was
though
really
you should have
good.
called in sick. You managed to work the entire week without calling out.
I'm looking at one more thing that I need to pack, and that's my Crocs.
I, for a second, was looking over there. I was like, "Oh, Yogi? We're putting her in the car."
No, we're not taking
She
the dog.
wishes.
We're gonna take my Crocs. Do you have your Crocs? You're wearing them.
Yep,
I'm wearing sneakers because I just feel better driving in sneakers than I do in Crocs.
and I think that's very valid.
All right, we're gonna go. You guys will see us in another video really soon. Bye.
Bye.